Right, hi. So I've been asked to do what's in the bag by one of the members. I've done another video on here which is about shafts, and I'm going to talk to you about the reasons why I have my shafts. But first of all, we're going to start off with the golf ball, probably the most important piece of equipment, because if we don't have a ball, we can't really play. So I use a TP5X. Now, there's a TP5 and an X, so this is a firmer feeling ball. It's a higher launching ball. The TP5 is a lower launching ball. I say this is firmer, the TP5 is softer. I prefer the feel of a firmer ball when I'm putting and chipping and pitching. I just prefer the feedback it gives me. And I don't mind it launching too high in terms of the ball, because all my shafts are lower launching shafts. So I've started experimenting with the Pix ball because I like lining my ball up with the manufacturer's logo, and this gives a really nice visual of it running over. So yeah, before we went into lockdown, I played about 4 or 5 rounds with it, but obviously not since. So I also mark my ball with E and L. You should always mark your ball so you can identify it. So E for Elaine, L for Lily. So golf club wise, so let's move into putter. I've got Spider X, same one as Rory uses, apart from I use it the navy. I prefer the look of the navy. I really like this white on it, because I line my ball up. It gives a real good visual there for me to line up, and it gives me more confidence. So moving into my driver, I've got a TaylorMade Sim 9 degree, but I've moved it down to 8.15 degrees. And when it moves down in the sleeve, it makes it 1.5 degrees open as well. I draw the ball. I like the face being slightly open because it feels if I can give it a bit more of a hit and not lose it left, and it also makes it easier for me to fade the ball. In this, I've got a Hazardous Smoke green. This is quite a brutal shaft in terms of lower launching, so I've got 6.5 stiff flex, but it's got low torque to it as well, because I like that firmer feel like I was telling you about in the shaft section in the bottom end. So it's a high kick point shaft. Now I've been doing swing speed training, so I might have to re-evaluate that shaft and maybe go to a stiffer version of it at some point. I've got Sim Rocket 3 with 14 degrees. This is a proper weapon, this thing. When you get this, it goes like a missile. I absolutely love it. It's a great club. I always used to struggle trying to find a 3-wood I like, and this one is just, well, it's just awesome. The only club in my bag that's not TaylorMade is a Epic Flash 3-wood number 3, 18 degrees, moves to 17. Moving it down 17, I feel I can hit it lower and still hit it high if I need to, so it's quite versatile. I do like that club as well. So I've got P790 irons, but I do have a Gapper Mid, which is it's a number 3, 18 degree, but it's been moved up to 20. Again, a hazardous, quite a high kick point shaft, low torque. So it's just a bit more forgiving than a 4-iron. So yeah, I like that, but I do have the 4-iron. If I'm playing on a links course and I want something that I would need to hit a bit lower, I put my 4-iron, my normal set 4-iron in. So P790 irons. So at the moment I've got 5 to pitching wedge. 5 to pitching wedge. Yes. They've got Dynamic Gold 120 shafts, lower launching shaft. Again, it's 118 grams. So yeah, again, lower launching. I feel more comfortable with that type of shaft. Again, it's a lower torque shaft. I like that firmer feel at the bottom. So wedges, all my wedges are TaylorMade high toe wedges. So my pitching wedges are 45 degrees, so I go 50 degrees, 54, I suppose if you're really gaffing it, probably go 58, but I'm fairly confident that I can hit this a stronger distance if I need to. Plus I like the versatility of the 60 degree around the green. So I always used to use a low bounce lob wedge, which was about 4 degrees, but since I've changed my technique a bit, I've gone a bit wider in the sole, a bit more bounce there as well, so it just adds a bit more versatility and a bit more forgiveness, basically. Shafts in these, I go for a Dynamic Gold S400. It's 132 grams, so it's quite a bit heavier than my normal iron shafts, but I prefer that heavier weight in my wedges for pitching and chipping around the green. Then finally, bits I have in my bag. I have some putting gates for practicing with. I always sort of walk around with this putting rail, and I've got this metal ruler here which I use as a training aid when I'm hitting full shots. I like training aids where you can hit shots with them and it gives you feedback from that. So tote bag from Nice Place, Trump Turnberry. I seem to have loads of pencils for some reason. And the rules of golf. Rules of golf is important, just in case you get in a spot where you're not sure what's going on. So yeah, that's what's in my bag. I hope you've enjoyed that. And Lily's going to show you what's in her bag. So there you go. That's what's in Lily's bag.
My dog chips.
Yeah. Okay. Right, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll yeah, see you tomorrow.